My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel that's all about cross stitch and quilting and taking time to be creative. You can find me here or on Instagram as Under the Evening Star, and today I have an assortment of cross stitch kits and patterns and supplies to show you. These are all things that I purchased during the past year while I was stuck at home during the pandemic and did some shopping. The first two projects are kits that I purchased from Stitch On in Lawrence, Kansas. They have a shop in downtown Lawrence that they are currently in the process of closing and reopening in a different location. So they have a Facebook Live a couple times a week, and I really enjoyed watching those and doing some shopping. It was a great thing to look forward to when I couldn't go shopping from here in New Mexico or really get out much during the pandemic. So the first one is a Mill Hill kit, and let's see, there we go. It's called All Is Calm, and it's got a sweet little church and a star button. It comes as a kit with perforated paper, all the thread, the button that you need. And I bought this one at the same time. It's a little snow globe, and it's called Snow Globe. And it's got a sweet little cabin and some trees with snow, and then a little button that's here. It's also on perforated paper, but I thought that would be a nice small cross stitch. And Mill Hill has, I think it's Mill Hill, has frames that you can easily finish these off. The next project I got from Fat Quarter Shop during their Facebook Lives. They have a cross stitch channel that I think on Wednesdays they usually have lots of projects that you can see and new things that are coming out. So this is a design by Lori Holt. It's called Vintage Christmas Sampler. And I am considering actually making these as ornaments. We have lots and lots of handmade ornaments on our tree, and I haven't made any in a while. And so that's something I'm thinking about. The thing that appeals with this is I noticed that the fabric that is recommended is a 10 count even weave from Lori Holt, and it comes in a package like this. But those holes are so big, and I've been really challenged with my eyesight, being able to really stitch on the go much without a light and readers. I thought, I can see these holes. I wasn't sure if I'd love it, and I don't know that I will, but I think that it would be fun. So in July, I'm thinking I might take this pattern and go ahead and pre-cut my squares and have a little kit to take with me on some of my travels. So I won't need to carry a special light with me or readers for that matter. So I thought that might be fun. I ordered the Fat Quarter Shop's thread pack that has all of the colors. I love these colors. Love aquas and reds, the navies, just a fun, bright selection. And I also got a bag of beads because a lot of these have a place where you would need to put buttons. So of course I had to get the buttons to go with it. Okay, the next one is a pattern by Posie Gets Cozy, and you might know her as Alicia Paulson, and I've followed her for years. She has a blog that I just love, and she's also on Instagram, I believe under Posie Gets Cozy, and she's always trying new creative things. She makes soaps and she does knitting patterns. She's done stuffed rabbits, maybe a fox. She knits. I don't knit, but she's always doing something creative, and I love reading about her creative endeavors. Well, she has this pattern called Homeschool Sampler, and I think she might have, it says 2020, so I think she might have created this during the pandemic, because I know she has a daughter and they may have been doing some schooling at home. But I thought this would be a fun thing to do for the fall. My daughter also did school at home, and so maybe it will be a good remembrance of this year and something that I can write a note on the back of the frame as kind of a memory of the time that my daughter spent doing online school at home. She did it for a year and several months. So anyway, it's really sweet. I don't have any of the fabric or any of the thread for it yet, but it's ready to go, and I think I may start on it in the fall. The next pattern that I have to show you is called Stronger Together, and it was designed by Fat Quarter Shop, and it was created to celebrate Black History Month. There's a quilt that goes along with this also, and I thought it was just such a beautiful modern design. I love the colors that went along with it, and all of the proceeds went to, I want to say it went to a scholarship fund to I want to say a Black scholarship fund, and I don't think it's written on here which fund that was. It came with some information about Elizabeth Hobbs Keckley, and it gave some sources so you could also read more about her. So that was pretty exciting. I bought the recommended fabric flare, and it's called Aqua Dyed Effect. I have never stitched on anything that has that mottled design. I hear a lot of people stitch on fabric flare. It is a screen printed fabric, so it's white on one side and then it's printed on the other side. So that ought to be something to try. To me, it looks like it's probably a 14 count. Yes, 14 count. It's really nice that they put that information on the fabric. And then I also got the DMC thread pack from Fat Quarter Shop. So here is another Mill Hill kit that I got from Stitch On in Lawrence, Kansas. And it is called Gingerbread House. Now this one comes with some beads, and beads are new to me. It also has the thread, it's perforated paper. So this will be something different to try. I'm all about trying new things. This project is called Love and Joy, and it's by Alicia Paulson from Posie Gets Cozy. You'll see that I have several projects that include a cardinal, but I love that this has quite a bit of like negative space. It has some nice Christmassy elements. I love the fabric and the snowflakes. So, and it looks like it'll be a fairly quick project to stitch up. It was copyright 2016, and it was actually a kit. So in the kit, it came with some fabric. I think it says on here that it is a 28 count casual linen and smoky pearl. I've never stitched on this before. It feels very, I don't know, it feels very nice. It has some stiff quality to it, but it's also soft at the same time. It feels like it'll be nice to stitch on. And then it comes with a little packet of fabric. She created her own kits, and I ordered that a few years ago. So that one I did not purchase during the during all the lockdowns, but I did start going through my cross stitch, and I had a few Lizzie Kate patterns that I picked up before I moved, and so Stitch On was able to send me some DMCs to go along with that, and I haven't included those in this little chat, but those were patterns that I had, and I knew that it might be a good idea to go ahead and see if I could find some threads to go along with them in case I decided to stitch up one of those cute little Lizzie Kate patterns. So another time I'll show you those. So the last three are kits that I got at Fat Quarter Shop, and I'll just open this up here so you can see it. It is by Hands On Design, and it's kind of a typography. I think it's called Chalk Talk. This one is the fall one, Let's Talk Autumn. And I've got the thread pack to go with it. It's DMC. And then this is a chalkboard black 14 count Ada from Witchell. And all of these three kits that I have are stitched on the same fabric. The next one is called Let's Talk Winter. I love the little snow globe. The great thing about these is all the patterns come with a little small pillow and then a little small hoop, using some of the designs from the bigger pattern. So those will be fun. I don't think I showed it on this one, so these are the autumn ones. And then the last one that I have is spring. There's the spring one. I love the raindrops and the tulips and the little birds, so cute. And then here are the little small ones. So they recently released summer, and I don't have that yet, but I do want to stitch all four. I think it'll be great to have it in a frame and to be able to switch them out wherever I'm hanging it and just change it with the seasons. I'm not great about changing out the decorations for each holiday. So if I have something simple that I can just switch out, I have an antique piece of furniture. I think it's a buffet, and it has a little door with a little glass door that's about this big. And I have a snowman that will sit in there, and then I have a little ghost that sits in there. They're tall and skinny. And I want to say that I have one other thing. I think maybe I have a piece of pottery that I put in there the other times of the year. But it's a place that I know that, you know, something that has kind of a holiday theme can sit in there. So I think if I had a frame that I could just easily switch out, it would be kind of fun way to display some cross stitch. So that's my haul, mostly from this past year, that I'm really excited. I always say that I'm really excited to stitch on this. Oh, and look at this. At some point I found this, and I don't know when I purchased it, honestly, but I think it must be from Hobby Lobby or Joann Fabrics. But I saw it and it made me think of my daughter, and I really want to stitch this up for her. So it says, "Love you to the moon and back." So anyway, it has everything you need in this little kit. So that's what I have to show you for today. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you'll come back and see my progress on some of these as I move towards beginning and completing some things. So have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.